Spanish 2, Science and Technology, vocab 11 to 15. I'm going to say each of these words or phrases in English, then Spanish, and clap, and I'd like you guys to repeat what you just heard. Number 11, the media, los medios de comunicación. The media, los medios de comunicación. 12, news, noticias. News, noticias. 13, biased or partial, parcial. Biased or partial, parcial. 14, newspaper, periódico. Newspaper, periódico. And finally, 15, journalism, periodismo. Journalism, periodismo. Now, media has M-E-D-I. Medios has M-E-D-I. This literally means the means of communication, which is what the media is. It's all the means of communication, you know, print, radio, television, all that stuff. Notice, comunicación, in English, communication has 2 M's, in Spanish it has 1, because the only 4 letters that are commonly doubled in Spanish are C-E-L-R. I've got a clip called Celler that'll explain that. And if a word ends in C-I-O-N, it always has an accent mark. Now notice, the English word news starts with an N and it ends with an S. The Spanish word noticias starts with an N and ends with an S. Okay? I noticed something interesting in the news today, or I always notice things in the news. Also, see the letter CIA? Okay, the CIA doesn't like being in the news, which makes sense. They're sort of a secret organization. So you don't often hear about the CIA when you watch or read or listen to the news. Now, partial is parcial. As we've mentioned before, many words in English that have a T, the Spanish version has a C, like information, información, the T turns into C. Education, in English has a T, educación in Spanish has a C. And here's another one, partial, parcial. Newspaper. Everybody say periodical. Periodical. Periodical is like something printed, a newspaper or magazine. So just think periódico is newspaper. Or there are a lot of periods in a newspaper. Or if you're on the newspaper in school, you might have journalists, or you might have newspaper 4th period of the day. Or you might work on the news period 5th period of the day. Newspaper 5th period of the day. So periódico is newspaper. Notice there's an accent mark that says, hey, don't stress the next to last vowel, which is what you expect to stress. Stress me. It's a big error. It says, hey, this is the value of stress. Now notice journalism has an ISM and periodismo has an ISM, okay, which is true. English words that have ISM, the Spanish equivalents have ISM. So if periódico is newspaper, periodismo is journalism. All right, let me give you a chance to quiz yourself. I will cover up the Spanish. You will look at the English and either say the Spanish equivalents out loud, or what I think is an even better idea, you'll look at the English and write down the Spanish equivalents on a piece of paper to make sure you know these words. Okay? This has been Spanish 2, Science and Technology, vocab 11 through 15.